At the edge of the village sits an ancient stone well. Locals have treated this perimeter as an absolute dead zone from dusk till dawn. The lore is built on observable phenomena. People report erratic swarms of bats circling the stonework, and low, unidentifiable whispers carrying through the night air. These unverified rumors mapped out a literal exclusion zone. The villagers enforced a strict curfew, walling off a massive section of their own land out of pure caution. When no one is willing to step across the boundary to investigate, a simple geographic location easily warps into a psychological prison. Then there's Rahul. While the rest of the community accepted the inherited paranoia as fact, he viewed it as a question waiting to be answered. His preparation to test this boundary was remarkably simple. Armed with a standard flashlight, he walked directly toward the source of a generations-old panic. Stepping out into that darkness required overriding every self-preservation instinct the village had drilled into him. He chose the pursuit of objective truth over the comfort of staying inside. Erasing a deep-rooted communal fear takes exactly one person willing to walk right into the middle of the unknown. Reaching the well, the environment immediately tests his resolve. Freezing winds whip the stones as thick, luminescent vapor rapidly rises from the abyss. The tension spikes as the fog condenses. A distinct white silhouette begins to solidify in the air right above the stone edge. The vapor takes a defined shape, fully manifesting into a translucent entity that hovers inches from his face. Human biology demands an immediate sprint back to the village, but Rahul anchors himself, letting observation override panic. Looking closer reveals a massive contradiction to the local lore. The entity's expression is devoid of malice. It radiates deep, unmistakable sorrow. And instead of a threat, it offers a direct plea. Don't be afraid. I need your help. That request changes the interaction. The supposed predator is now a petitioner, stranded and seeking assistance. By refusing to run, Rahul moved past the village's collective projections and found a person where everyone else saw a monster. The figure gestures downward, pointing toward a patch of dirt near the base of the well, silently urging him to dig. A few feet down, his hands hit solid wood. He pulls up an ancient buried chest. Inside sits a massive cache of lost village wealth, topped with a perfectly preserved handwritten document. The letter outlines the entity's actual identity. It was a former resident who hid the town's reserves during a crisis, remaining anchored to the site out of a stubborn duty to protect their future. The haunting was a centuries-long effort to protect the village's inheritance, a duty outliving the guardian. With the message delivered and the duty fulfilled, the tension evaporates. The glowing entity dissolves completely as the first morning sunlight hits the village. The discovery pays immediate dividends. The recovered gold injects new capital locally, but more importantly, the community is permanently freed from their self-imposed isolation. Because one skeptic decided to test the perimeter, an entire town reconciled with a forgotten piece of its own history. Many of our terrifying legends are just misunderstood remnants of the past, unfinished stories waiting for someone willing to stand still, look closely, and read the final chapter.